Okay, so welcome everybody to Cafe's Kitchen Gadget Competition, Kickoff Meeting, Sorted Food Collaboration. First of all, of course, we have Jamie and Ben from Sorted Food.
I think we're incredibly happy to be here, really proud to be asked to be here.
What lovely photos.
We've known each other since we were 11. Sorted started after we moved off to university.
I love cooking and I lived in a flat full of chefs, but it wasn't quite so easy for you guys.
No.
And I think it was when we all came back together, Christmas, semester breaks, and we were literally in the pub. In fact, I think that photo on the left is probably in one of those very pubs.
Yeah.
Food was a big conversation because it didn't always go to plan.
Our diets were incredibly unhealthy, and we got to this stage where we were phoning Ben or texting Ben and asking him to give us some tips for how to cook. And we decided that it would be a really great idea to film ourselves cooking some of the recipes that Ben had been talking to us about and we'd started to write down. And then we got a comment from somebody in Australia saying, "That's not how you make a lasagna." And we're like, whoa, okay. But essentially what happened was this conversation between us as a friendship group grew online. Actually, over 400,000 people who spend on average 10 minutes every single day watching and engaging with our videos.
But then when they're published, there's this whole thread of stuff underneath the videos, and that's this ongoing conversation that carries on, really continues to snowball in the comments and across social media as well, which brings us on to kind of what we're doing today, which is one of those ideas that kind of just snowballed.
Over time built up a small collection of kitchen gadgets and just decided it would be fun to review them and do it in a very much shopping channel parody.
Very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, I think we would essentially describe it as a piss take. And we had a lot.
However, it sparked loads of conversation underneath.
The thought of helping to create a new gadget is really, really exciting. We've agreed to give some prizes, access to our Sorted Club, helps people cook better for less, reduce their food waste. This world of kitchen gadgets that exists, whilst they might seem novelty on the surface, they actually have real uses for certain demographics and certain people that need that help. And I think that's where, and we'll get to the problem statement.
Our user, Michael Scott, and he suffers from Welander Dystal Myopathy. Michael wants to be able to, again, chop herbs and vegetables. Michael's chef friend, Ben, sent him a few recommendations. You guys have the option to either redesign one of these existing gadgets, or if you want one from scratch. Again, think about it, the disease is progressive. Will Michael be able to use it in 5, 10, 20 years? So, okay. We're gonna start with team 1.
Hey guys, so I'm Abed and I have my partner Ajunjee with me. There's a string that attaches to the wrist which rotates this that will slice and chop. And then there's a component of the slop chop where this bottom portion comes off. You put that component on top and then you insert the vegetables underneath, and you, similar to how the slop chop works, you press it down and it will chop the vegetables at the bottom. In the future, if he loses his ability to grip, you can just simply smack it, or you can take whatever he needs to, you can sit on it, whatever he needs to.
So me and my partner Mark, we kind of looked at the different problems and the different solutions that exist. What we decided to make was what we call the pulley chopper. We decided to use a wrist strap to help people who have trouble with WDM, have trouble using the fingers. It allows them multiple avenues of creating the force that you need to actually chop and cut and dice and do all these other options. So we did a really quick force optimization, a force analysis. So we saw that the force needed to chop like an onion or to chop a potato was around almost 60 newtons. So
I'm Emily and I'm a member of Team 3. And for the user, it's not only the cutting, but also the cleaning that's important. Because if it's someone with mobility issues, our care can't stop at the end of the cutting. We also need to look at how they'll be able to clean it and how they'll be able to, protect themselves.
And first we discuss the slicing handle, which would be on the top. You have a plate with blades at the top, and you want to put your vegetable on that and slide to cut it. Press slicing handle that you can just enter your whole hand into, like the design that you see here. And instead of it requiring you to actually grip it, you can just slide your whole entire hand in. There is no gripping required.
So there's rubber layer on the handle for the grip, so you just need to push it down with your whole hand, no like finger dexterity.
Put your food in, and the knife is going to cut it into smaller pieces, falls through the hole, and then outputs into this box. And you can see this part here where it's black, it's blocked off, so that's where the food is going to fall. So the knife can never go to the end completely, but it can slide along this, and that's how you can cut different pieces. Press up and down, and the knife with a string motion is going to like jump out and cut it. So with this force, it should cut the food, and because it has locked position, that's how you can find your different thicknesses. Not only is it portable, easy to store.
Alright, so the push trap,
So the lever is nice and big, and we know that's going to generate a lot of force. So when you push down on the lever, it's going to be able to push a lot harder down on the vegetables. And as we know, you can lose some muscle function with this disease. So the padded handles are also great for somebody that needs to do open hand motion or a push down motion.
So we're trying to apply this idea into our turbulence cutter, which is we implement the spiral bar.
He said when you push down the handle or the button, like the blade will spin in a circular motion, which cuts, for example, larger vegetables like onions. The design can also be applied to washing the vegetables.
Given the fact that you all had an hour to do this, the level of quality of ideas, presentations, graphics and drawings is exceptional, and so I'm full of very high hopes for everyone in terms of what they're able to achieve throughout their careers if you could do this in an hour.
So yeah, hats off to you all for that as well.
Having said that, we do have a second place and a first place winner. Second place, it was Team 5, Jacob and Jake.
So congratulations, and the reason we thought that was not only was it a great idea, but I think you considered some of the details like the measurements. You've gone into sort of a lot more.
And in first place, it was Team 3, made up of Alyssa, Olevia, Mariel and Emily. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you so much.
Very, very professional pitch. We love that. But then the product itself, the fact that it was dual action, so you had the kind of slide and the lever going on. The silicone was not only easy grip, but easy clean. And you did mention the fact that beyond the first use, which is can it chop and slice the vegetables, but actually then how's the cleaning of this product being considered as well. Fascinating. We produce a lot of content, and we're very lucky we have people over the world, and we're very lucky we get to speak to a lot of people in the comments section. But it's nice to interact with real people in little square boxes on the screen here around an idea that is as cool as Kitchen Gadgets. So thank you.
Hey, maybe one day when the world is a bit more
normal,
useful, we can do it in real life.